Hey everyone. So we're here at USA in the Big Block Modifieds, and I've actually already run this race. For some reason OBS closed on me and didn't record anything, but I still wanted to, share it. So it's probably a good thing because we had 8 cautions in this, and we'll be able to skip those and make it a little bit easier for you. But anyway, like I said, qualified 5th, car number 10. I'm gonna let this replay stuff open so you can see what I was doing with brake and throttle, and I'll just kind of narrate through this. And we're under caution. So, I think that was a wreck in the back. Not sure.
That was a big wreck.
Yeah, big wreck like that guy said. I think I'm just going to turn that off. That might be annoying. But anyway, speed this up, get back to the restart. So right now the bottom line is the preferred line, but it's going to move up pretty quick. And caution again. Had a lot of guys early in this that were just being way too aggressive and just running each other over. There's 50 laps. There's no point to do that. Settle in, get into a rhythm, figure out where to pass people. Stop trying to run each other over. So we'll fast forward through this one. So they're on the outside this time. You see, like here, the 3 comes sliding in pretty hard. Gets me kind of crossed up. And he's weaving all over the place. 16's kind of all over the place. I'm just trying to stay off of people and survive. And it's lap 4. Got a little too crossed up there. There's 15 sliding in there. So look how beat up that car is already. And caution is out again. Alright, so I'm currently recording this in 9th place. We're still only on lap 4. Right now, I do think a couple of these cars are a bit faster than me, especially since I'm kind of taking it easy, trying to keep the car straight. And there's guys like the 15 down there that are throw it in as hard as you can on the bottom and slide up and not worry about it. There, I hopped to his right rear, which is what sent me over at Fairbury in the last race I ran in these. Now 15 gets hit by the 9. I get run over from behind by whatever car that was. So now there's a little bit of a gap between me and the cars up in front of me. Trying to run the very bottom. You can see it's starting to get a little bit dry just up off the bottom a hair and on the entry here. So some of the guys are starting to move up above it already. bumps are just starting to form down the straightaways. Now these guys have stacked up a little bit, had to avoid running over the 6. You can see there, the bumps got me a little crossed up, but we're under caution again anyway. I don't know what was happening up there with that car on its side. So those guys are running into each other already on the start, which is kind of easy to do when you're starting in the turn like that. The 15's getting into the back of me again. There's very little patience out of that car. Sliding it hard into the bottom. 19 climbs the wall and goes over. And that brings out another caution. Now here, I got confused a little bit and thought I was on the inside line. I was supposed to be on the outside, and the 8 car had to kind of squeeze down between me and the wall to kind of let me know, hey, you're supposed to be on the outside. So, sorry to the 8 car for that. I got kind of confused there. See, the hardest part about starting a turn like that is you got to give it throttle, but you don't want to give it too much and just light the tires up, get yourself all crossed up and all over the place. Now, these guys are going 3 wide. The 6 was smart and backed out, but the 3 still ended up losing it out of that deal. And caution again. See, aren't you glad I'm just skipping through this? Wish it would have been this easy in the race. Alright, restarting on the inside this time. You can see the bottom is starting to dry out more. Everyone's starting to move up off of it. I'm just kind of entering in on it, trying to give room to anybody that might be on my outside. I always try to stay away from the walls with these cars because it's just too easy to get sucked into it, and then you're climbing it and flipping and all that fun stuff. There, the ruts are throwing me around a little bit. Now the 16 takes out the 15, and another caution. So currently in 9th place, or 7th place once it updated there. So those 2 were in front of me. Haven't done any, I would say, legitimate passing up to this point. But it's still early. It's only lap 17 of 50. I feel like I'm a little bit faster than the 6 and 18. I don't know if the 18's holding up the 6 or what. I'm taking a little bit lower lines. There's still grip down there. And I just don't want to be directly behind them in the corner. Mostly because I don't want to run them over, and I don't want to be right there if they screw up and then I'm running right into them. It's not really working. See, the bumps are really starting to get bad down the front stretch now. The problem is I can look under the 6 doing that line, but I have no drive off to get him off the corner. So he's going to beat me off the corner every single time. But I felt like they were getting a little bit more sideways on entry than I was. And I was gaining on them there, but then they'd be straighter on exit. Under the 6, trying to find something here. Had to back out because caution again. Alright, restarting on the inside. 18 didn't want to go, so the 16 decides, oh, I'm going to try and squeeze up in here. Didn't work out for him. Now I try to run lower because I don't want to slide up into him. But there's not a whole lot of grip there versus the outside, so the 17 clears me pretty easy off the corner. Right now the place to be is middle to top. At least what I'm calling the middle. Entry's getting used up pretty bad into 1. Trying a little bit different line, trying to just catch where it has a little bit of moisture in it above that slip spot. I said it's tough going into turn 1 because the majority of that entry is used up already, getting kind of slick. Now I got to run under the 17, got around him. Now I'm still running just off of the slick there at the right sides, trying to get around the 18. Have to kind of enter on the slick here. Try to enter above it here. The 17's running in the back of me. Try to get it down on the bottom here to see if I can do anything with that. But I slid it up too much, and 18 had a good run off the outside. There's not much I can do with that just yet. I mean, typically you're never going to pass somebody if you're just running the same exact line they are. Now the 18 gets himself a little too crossed up. I shoot down under him, catch some grip right there. And I clear him down the backstretch. I still entered low. I could have gone in high, but, you know, out of courtesy, I stayed a little low. But he still, I think, screwed up his entry and tried to, you know, do a crossover that really wasn't there. And now he's behind me. So now we're trying to run down the 7, the 2, and the 6. Going back to running on the top side, it's easier to run that line right now, especially when there's no one around you. You can just enter and get through the corner how you want to. easy into the corner, not get the car too crossed up. Try not to get crossed up over the bumps. Glitch there. It didn't do that in the race that I noticed. I've been having some internet issues recently. Last week, there's a truck race that I ran that I didn't even bother posting because apparently I was blinking the entire time, and it was just a horrible race anyway. Caution after caution after caution. So, not really worth watching for anybody. Now, closing in on these guys a little bit. We're all still up here on the top. You see up front there, the second place car is trying the bottom side right now. At lap 37. So it's soon time to try something different if you're going to do anything. See, the 6 is kind of trying to look under the 2. I believe that's the 7 up in front of him is pulling away a bit. I think the 2 is falling off a bit and holding the 6 up, but as I said, if you're running the same line, you're just going to get held up. It's hard to make a pass like that. If you're faster than somebody, you have to find another line to get around them. So that's dropping them back closer to me. 6 is still looking a little bit lower on the 2. It's not working for him. Now I'm pretty much right there. Now, 10 to go. I'm going to the bottom. See, there's still this little bit right down here. Come off the corner, try and stay in this. See how much distance I just made up on the 6 there. I'm going a lot slower around the bottom, but they're going a lot further. It's just, you got to be really patient, easy with the throttle, and you got to use a little bit of brake to keep you down there. Entering here, there's a bump you got to kind of miss. There, I completely missed it and just slipped right up through the slick. So the 6 is going to gain on me a bit off the corner. But I'm just trying to stay down below it here, keep the left sides in the moisture. Try and catch the moisture off the corner, get back into the throttle harder than they can on the outside. There, I missed it again. It's really hard, 1 and 2, to get down there when it's as slick as it is on the entry that far across the track and not hit that bump. There, really screwed up. So slide up to where the grip is up top. We're gonna run the top again this lap. I hear the 6 closing in on me now. Now back to the bottom, drag the brake. Didn't do it quite enough. Still slid up into the slick. And that's why I started doing this with 10 to go, so I could kind of figure out what I needed to do. There, I got it down pretty good. Down right there at the grass. And you can hit that moisture right there. Stay down out of the slick. Get a good drive off the corner. Drag the brake again right down there. See how much ground I just gained on him? He's going to get a good run on the outside, but he knows I'm there now. And hopefully that leads to him overdriving a little bit. And just being patient around the bottom, trying to stay in the grip. And I've got a lot better grip than he does running the line that I am down the backstretch, plus I don't have to deal with the bumps. So now I'm ahead of him off the corner. He didn't get a good drive. I'm clear of him. And he's kind of trying to change his line a little bit and come down here to find something, but he's not having much luck because he's still running right through the slick. Brake into the corner, keep the nose down where I want it. Gain a bunch of ground on the 7. There's about 3 to go here. There, just clip that bump a little bit. There's 4 to go, 3 to go, 2 to go, I don't know. I think it's 3 to go. So the 7's trying to run right up against the wall. I'm just rolling the bottom slowly here. As he gets a good run right off the exit of the corner, but then he doesn't gain on me down the straightaway. So I'll gain on him some more. And it's the entry here where I'm making up the most ground because he's taking the longest way around possible. Alright, last lap here. There's this lap car to deal with. He's going to keep running the line I'm running. He gets down and out of the way. Again, just kind of bringing it in here nice and easy. 7 overshot into the corner. So he just kind of gave that up. He got a good run off the corner. He's got nothing. So, 3rd place off of that. Take a look at full results. See, we had a bunch of cars that didn't finish this race. Yeah. Sucks it didn't record as it was happening, but at least then you didn't have to sit through all the cautions, fast forward, all that. I just kind of did it for you. But, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.